Every day we try to feed your creative side here in the studio, and today that means pointing out some memory-keeping innovations that sparked us, and we think they will spark you too. These are the exciting new releases that make cutting, stamping, lettering, and embellishing all new again, and we have the product inspiration to go with the product release. Megan Hoeppner is bringing her independent eye and her fabulous experience to this task. So, new craft products released all of the time. How did you decide what to curate for our conversation today?
You know, just what I was loving, just what I gravitated towards. Like you said, to feed that fix, I just took the spoon and I was digging in. I love it. So
when you see it all and you play with it all, and so you really have that talent eye on the ground, knowing what's going to come to life in our memory albums and our scrapbooks and our card making.
Thank you. Yes, and time savers. As a busy mom, that's always a thing I look for. Like you said, convenience, things that work into my lifestyle, but also kind of ahas or something new and exciting.
Let's jump in. I may not have a lot of time for crafting, but I sure love to look, right?
It's yummy,
the shiny new items.
It's pretty.
What's first on your crush list?
So this company is Alta New, and they have come out with this gorgeous palette of watercolor paints. Watercolor's not new, but these colors are just, I want to, like you said, with feeding my fix, I want to eat them.
Gorgeous.
Aren't they beautiful?
Don't eat the paint, Megan. Don't eat the paint.
I shouldn't say that, honey. That's a good disclaimer. But they also have these washi tape rolls.
This is washi tape?
Yeah, in different sizes. And the shortcut tip I mentioned before, this is one of my shortcut loves. You can do a whole card front from one roll. See how wide that is?
It looks like the wallpaper border of the 1980s that you would strip around an entire room, although the design's so sophisticated.
So pretty, right? This one is the size of a traveler's notebook page, and so this tape, you wouldn't have to do pattern paper. And look how much is on there. My gosh, you could do a whole album and then some.
So you run a strip of that roll over an envelope and you have an instantly dressed up delivery.
Totally, and this one, this tag, no trimming. It was a perfect fit. It just wrapped around.
Love that.
So,
are these available now?
Yes. If you go to their website, you can find that particular set right now.
I'm just smitten with the design.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Loveliness.
And their whole site is that way.
Oh,
very elegant, romantic, sophisticated, beautiful.
Sign me up. What's this?
This is Hero Arts. They are a longtime brand in the stamping industry, but oddly enough, I didn't bring stamps today because they also do dyes and color mediums, inks, of course. This Christmas tree die, I just died for. I really love it.
Hold on, did you say Christmas? Did you say Christmas?
I know. Here's the thing, when you're a card maker, it's never too early to start thinking Christmas because cards take a long time.
Christmas in July is no sweat.
No, no big deal. And this one I love as far as making them in bulk because you don't need to have more supplies. Like stickers, you use it once and it's done. A die you can use over and over again. And if you look at it, I'm gonna let you be my
look
my
at the
helper,
detail. I would
Brooke.
think this would come from like an inkjet laser cutter or something.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Put a paper behind it, it shows it better.
Okay.
It's got that window, you could put a photo back there. I've seen people make shakers there. You could watercolor the background, but it's amazing to see that tree pop to life. You could leave it a pretty white like that, or they have these new glimmer inks, which are liquid inks that you could paint the tree or the outline of the tree. These are a pigment ink, they're permanent, they go on lots of finishes, they dry really fast. You can take water to them, which is why I have this kind of show of the spectrum. The deepest color is just the ink in its true form, but then as you use your paintbrush and water, you can water it down. Almost gets like a watercolor treatment, however it is, again, pigment or permanent, so it can go on lots of surfaces.
I'm gonna reach for the word lovely again because those colors are rich.
And I wish the viewers could take a real close look because there's a nice shimmer in it.
I was gonna say,
not overwhelming.
You can see that through the bottle even, just a nice pretty sheen.
Even, kind of fairy dust, right?
This is fun, what else?
Tool time, I love new tools, and cutting trimmers and mats are not, again, not innovative, but these ones are so great. Look at this mat. It has 3 lightings.
Do it again.
Isn't that great?
Do it again.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
This will carry you through the 2 a.m. crafting hour.
Exactly, and that's where, as a mom, I'm in love, because this illuminates my surface. Quilters love it because there's a self-healing mat. You can cut on it. With the lettering trend, it's great for tracing. Also, it is super thin. Like, my daughter thought, this shows the era, my 6-year-old, is that our new iPad? Because, it's like that same, I'm like, no.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, right?
Maybe one day as they get bigger and bigger. But you think how often we try to hold up the tool to the light and see through the paper? This just takes that guesswork out the door.
And moms craft in the middle of the night. That's just the reality, so that is so nice to have.
Yeah.
And this guy is a trimmer, but it's so precise. It's called the Caterpillar. Crop. This brand is Caterpillar.
Okay.
Yeah, the crop, and it will cut these skinny little, almost curly Q confetti. That's how good the blade is. And also, can you hear it? It is sharpening as it cuts, so I don't ever have to replace this. It's just really good brand.
Self-sharpening.
Yes, and the lights come in 2 different sizes. There's different tops, like a glass top if you want to do heat on it. So they really thought it through.
I'm cracking up because on You've Got Mail, Meg Ryan, it was the smell of the bouquet of sharpened pencils.
Yes.
And for Megan, it's the sound.
I know, you hear that?
It's the sound
like
of
the harp.
Sharpening blade. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, so this is We Are Memory Keepers. They are, I want to call them the punch king. Like every punch, every board, they know their punches.
Yes.
The newest ones really speak to my planner-loving and traveler's notebook hearts, but also card making and scrapbooking. There's an emoji punch board and a word. Yes.
Awesome.
So like the word one, if you look here, I did the studio in that.
Love it.
And you simply take these letter cartridges in here, write what you want to write, stick it in there and punch it. So it's very customizable.
It's tiny.
Yes, it is, which is so nice. It doesn't take up a ton of room, but you can get a lot of word out of it. But if you look at that's with the letters punched out, but even the negative or what's left over is a really nice, it has project potential.
Totally.
So nothing goes to waste, and it's very easy to use. The emoji will do 19 different emoji faces.
Oh my gosh.
20 if you let your husband try, because he made a mustache guy.
Does it have the laugh cry?
No tear.
Not yet. Okay.
That must be version 2.
It's coming.
Right?
Now, as far as projects go, you've referenced a traveler's notebook a couple of times. Catch people up if they're not familiar with that medium.
They're it's basically a scrapbook on the go. So a notebook for the traveler, or that will travel with you, and you can craft in it, you can bullet journal in it. And up until now, they have been exposed, the pages. So you make them on these little inserts that you can slide in, these little paper inserts.
Okay.
And then your work is just out there, right? Because it's not under any protection. Freckled Fawn has come out with, it's so funny that my love list includes a piece of plastic. But this is so great, and it's good quality. It's a 20-page scrapbook sleeve, or scrapbook insert, and it has all these page sleeves that you can slide your traveler's notebook pages into. And that way, when your kids touch them, or they're in I keep mine in my handbag, so it gets lots of wear and tear. It's all protected with this, and all you do is you simply take the middle. You can do up to 20. Did I already say that? 20 pages in one of these.
Nice.
Isn't that great? And traveler's notebooks typically have these elastic bands in the center of them.
Oh, so you slide it right through.
You just bind it right in, as easy as that.
Oh, amazing.
And this is the notebook itself. The binder is by Freckled Fawn also, as are the paper ones. So you can have a nice combination. Even this little pouch in the back that holds storage, it's all from Freckled Fawn.
And you talk about the busy woman on the go, her schedule, right, making it convenient for her. Are you really at the doctor's office pulling this out and journaling?
Maybe not doctor's office, because usually if I'm there for myself, I don't feel well. But if I'm like a Jiffy Lube or something, yes. And I have a minute where my kids are occupied, and I have a minute to usually write or journal.
You'll get it done.
Yeah. And it's really nice, too, that you can scrapbook your memories of, like, the summer. A lot of this is my summer adventures, quickly, because summer is still moving and shaking, and I don't have a lot of time. So it's really great that I can do all of these.
Well, all of these new products are really great, and we appreciate you putting your expert eye on them and showing us in real life how we can bring these projects to life. What's coming up on your website?
I have another planner class this month, so I'll have information on that. I have a bonus love list from Simple Stories I want to show everybody. This cute unicorn business.
This is so happy.
So I'll talk more about that. And, some tutorials on some of this stuff.
All right, we'll look for that at
MeganHoeppner.com.
Thank you, my friend.
Thanks,
really
Brooke.
fun. Bright, happy, a fun way to start our Tuesday.